Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
Welcome back to the show and Happy New Year to our dear friend, John Riggio, our architect and pro tennis extraordinaire. He joins us again live today from New Jersey, living in infamy in a good way, I should say it, with his career and all the people he knows and the places he's been and oh my goodness, the sponsorships. I mean, the stories that this guy has about his career, which by the way, he's still playing, and his alternative career, shall I say, as an architect. I mean, I don't know which one's better or bigger, but they're both pretty impressive. And he's like probably a triple threat. What's the third thing you do, John, so well?
I just keep it to those two. Haven't really ventured to anything else. But yeah, I think today I'm just gonna update a little bit about maybe some architect work.
Awesome.
And since some projects have been going along, they've been completing, and I have photographs of a lot of finished jobs today. So I can share the pictures, we can go through them.
Perfect.
And let me just head over to the share here. Let me just go to this.
Yeah, do it. While you do it, tell us how we can reach you. Where's the website? What's your phone number? Tell us the best forms of contact, John, as we begin.
Okay, so the best way to find me is on my webpage, www.johnriggio.com. And that is the easiest way to go. It has a description of my work. It has photographs, pictures, some 3D walkthroughs, and things like that. And if you're interested to find an architect, need a consultation, you can send an email, call me on the telephone, and I'll reply right away.
I've been saying this for like years now. I need to get like an architectural rendering. I want to expand my house one day, but I want to get the plans done now. So I'm going to reach out to you and show you my house and just see your thoughts. Please, I have to. I always say I'm going to do it and then I forget. But I can't believe, look at the homes he's working on, ladies and gentlemen. I see some that he's going to pull up and I'm going to be like, okay, my house is not that big, but it's okay. He does small homes, big homes, residential, commercial. He does it all. Click on the first image there, John. What is that?
Okay, can you see the screen, the house very clearly on the screen?
No, it's not even. I see the thumbnail, so I want you to click on that first one that says HPIM 2998. Oh,
Okay,
lost
so
you.
let me
Yeah, like I saw all the
just share it
thumbnails of
again from
beautiful
here then.
homes, but they were really tiny.
Okay, now you can see it.
Yeah, that's the one I saw.
Okay, great.
Whoa.
Okay, so
Wow.
this is a house that is here in Central New Jersey. It's a brand new house, and this is the final photographs of how it is finished, how the house is. This looks like a very nice picture here in the summertime.
I love that. What do you call that? I want that in my house. I don't have it. I have the stupid bay window, like it comes out on a corner square this way. But why didn't they make it really nice and round, like that corner and higher? Like, big. What is that called? Like it's like
Usually just called a turret.
a what?
It's just called a turret. It's just like a round detail. So a lot of the larger houses, the wider houses have this detailed on it. And
Yeah.
I have this on a few of them. And a lot of people like that. They like that space there. They have a different idea of what they like to do with that corner space, if it's like a living room space or meeting room, things like that.
Oh, it's
And I have that
beautiful.
on the some of the designs in recent years. The houses are getting a little larger, wider, and I have this detail on a lot of them. And this particular house is the same house that I had on my video walkthrough. So I have that on YouTube, and you could see the video. I have this video also. You could find it on my LinkedIn page too. You go
Okay.
on there, and I have the video showing the walkthrough of this house during the construction.
Uh-huh.
And the exterior of the house, the front of the house wasn't completely finished. So this photo is following up to that video. It shows the finished product with the nice iron railings on there. All the the details are finished. They finished the driveway. See, they have a very nice paver driveway, and it's
Uh-huh.
a very nice U-shaped driveway. And so this house came out really good, and that
Wow.
was the same house that was on the video. And let me just go to the next photograph. Okay, so this is the picture that is looking straight at the house. The house is approximately about a 5,000 square foot house.
Beautiful. Are those three balconies then? Is that a center balcony and the
Yes, it
two?
is. Yes.
Wow.
Yes, it has a center balcony, has a whole double height space in there with a door on each side. And then on the right side and the left side are both bedrooms that have sliding doors that go to the balcony also. And
Amazing.
so this is completed, has very nice steps as shown. This house is completely brand new. It has a brand new foundation, superior walls for the foundation, so they're insulated.
Mm-hmm.
And so that is really good.
And is that
I was
stucco?
just down at the Superior Wall factory just recently. They had
Is that like stucco up
some of
front, or is
them.
that I can't tell if that's brick or stucco?
Um, okay, what's happening is the this is stone on the bottom,
Oh, okay.
and the whole rest of the upper part of the house is a wood frame construction, but it has drive-it stucco. Drive-it stucco is made of insulation, and it has plastic mesh with three coats
Yeah.
of what is similar to like old-fashioned stucco, and it comes out looking the same. The drive-it is very good. It's
Wow.
very lasting, and it looks pretty good. Been using it in a lot of houses, and it adds a lot of insulation to the house, so the house stays much warmer in winter, cooler in the summer, so it works pretty good. And this is some more photographs of this house.
Mm-hmm.
This is a nice picture of the
Amazing.
exiting out of the driveway.
Yeah.
And this house is located in a court. It
Okay.
is in a drive-through. It's in a court. And I think over here on the left side, you can see there's a bay window on the left side
Yeah.
of the house. And this is just a close up to the front steps with the
Wow.
railings.
Amazing.
And on the right side of the house, you can see the driveway extends all the way to the garage. This is another house. Now, this
Oh,
is another new house, and this came out really good. This was also constructed with superior walls and a nice U-shaped driveway.
beautiful. I
Let
love
me
those
let me
paving
just
stones.
rotate this. Okay. So this here and just shows a little light here at the end of the driveway.
Mm-hmm.
And this here is just like a small piece of the side of the house,
Okay.
usually to just extend the kitchen. Do this little widener on the side of the house, gives the kitchen just the extra 2 feet that you need to fit everything in there. So I do that on a lot of houses.
Hmm.
And this is the back of the house showing
Mm.
the fireplace in the middle, the windows. And this whole
Wow.
thing with the windows is a double height space. It's
Okay.
a big family room. And then just looking across, it has the steps to the back. And a lot of these windows, you see these casement windows with the black frame. This is a recent style, and it's been going on for maybe like the last 2 years. So this is just a current style that we've been building for a while now, and it looks pretty good. Let me just do this. I already went through these pictures, but the rotation seems to have went back to the original. So
It
this here
happened.
just
Yep.
shows the patios. Okay, let's just do this one. Okay, this is just the same close-up of the yard.
Mm-hmm.
And this is another picture showing the house here
Mm-hmm.
where it has the extended overhang with some columns.
Yeah.
And this here, this detailed in the front
Is
with
that
the
one bigger than the first one, or they're still both about 5,000 square feet?
yes, they're close to 5,000, usually
Okay.
between like 400 square feet and 5,000 square feet. And so this one, same idea, has the drive-in in the front, this one has more of an overhang of the front columns. And this is just sort of some trends that are developing with the columns extending out of the house. And then I think some other details here, instead of having the bay windows on a 45-degree angle, we've been working with a lot of just bay windows that are like a rectangle. and it has usually maybe two uh, casement windows. Usually they're like double, maybe 3.5 by 5 foot in size, and
Mm-hmm.
these have the black frames on them. And this is giving it a really contemporary look. And the house is came out really good. This is another picture of the house here.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And this one has also a window in the attic.
And I
There's
love the dark
space up
windows,
there.
and they're open. Like they used to have, what do you call, like the lattices on them? What is this? The
Yeah,
new look is
see,
just full
this
window.
is
What do you
casement
call
windows.
that?
So this is a little different.
Case.
These are casement windows,
Yes.
so they
Mm-hmm.
open out, and this is giving this a nice contemporary look. And then we have the more of the overhang with some lights in here,
Mm-hmm.
making the entrance with the iron railing. And I think this one has the pretty much a square picture window in the front with the doors. And this has a
Beautiful.
one-piece garage door. So this is, instead of two doors, it has one really large door that opens up. A lot of these houses are putting in the auto plug now to charge your car. They have like an electric car, you charge it right in your house.
Amazing how things have changed, right?
This is a
Wow.
house that is an addition, an
Okay.
alteration. So they right side of the house where they have this
Wow.
two-car garage, and then above it with the two sets of windows here were pretty much existing. And then everything from the left of the garage is completely renovated. It's a new whole front entrance and master bedroom and everything like that. And this is just a finished product of that house.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is the entrance, has a nice arch I put on there for them with some double
Yep.
doors. And it
Wow.
looks really good, has a nice double bay window.
Mm-hmm.
And this one here is so this driveway here goes to the existing garage doors, but the rest of the house are pretty much
Okay.
just connected in there. And it came out pretty good. It has a nice brick front,
Yep.
some nice details. And this has the pretty much the traditional windows. It has some nice windows with the mullions in here. And you see some double hung windows here on
Yep.
the bay windows.
And what about roofs, by the way? What is the latest and greatest with roofs? Is there, they steel now they're making them, or we're still doing shingles? What's the
Most of them are still just the same asphalt shingles. We do some different metal roofs. But
okay.
I think most of the metal roofs are going on the commercial buildings. Sometimes we do just like a trim out of a metal roof on some of these houses also. Now
Mm-hmm.
this is the same house. This is just the back side of the house showing the additions made to the house, just renovating it. This one has all new windows and just extending the whole house from the rear yard, just fixing up the deck and everything, extending this. Some pieces of the left side of the house were existing. This stone piece here, that was an existing patio that they had.
Okay.
Almost everything else is new. Now this is another house. This
Uh,
is a house that's really slightly smaller in square footage. It's only
okay.
like maybe 3,500 square feet, but it has all the same features as the other houses. And we worked on this and has a lot of nice details, a lot of nice double bays. Here, this has the 45-degree angle double bay window and has a two-car garage, nice entrance. It has these nice large doors here with the arch top on the doors and large columns. And this extends out to the front of the house with this arch. And this is same idea with the drive it on the front of the house. Has this stone. This has all the thin stone. This is same idea. This is all contemporary. This is all the new materials, new siding. It has the superior wall foundation. So this whole thing, this is a completely brand new house. And this has very nice details with the thin stone they put in each riser on here, and looks pretty good. They detailed some of the drive it uh, around each window. And this house has the double hung. windows in it, and some picture windows that you see like over the front door, things like that. So this is came out really good. Has a nice detailed driveway, finish it up with some pavers in the middle, some cobblestones here on each side, and this has the old new driveway, curb cut and everything. So this whole thing is brand new. It worked out really good. And this is just showing from the left side of the house.
Wow.
This shows some required things like new trees over here you have to put in, things like that. And this this shows that this has the driveway on the front, and then the three sides have the regular vinyl siding. It depends on where the house is, what situation. Sometimes all four sides of drive it. This one would do the first, the entrance to drive it, and the three sides are vinyl.
Yeah.
This is some other pictures of the house. Let's see, this is the side. This is going around the backyard. This is showing nice balcony coming off the bedroom. Okay, and this is another house. Now this house is really an addition to a house that was already has some pieces on this. The right side over here was already existing. And this whole left side is completely brand new
Wow.
and tied into it. So it doubled the
Seamless.
size of the house. And this whole new entrance is brand new. This is okay, let me just get this one. Let me just turn this one here. Okay, that's good. Okay, so this one here shows another entrance. Let's just turn this one. Okay. All right, so then this one is showing more towards the side where there was an existing piece of the house. Okay, and then this is giving sort
Wow. Now I
of
can tell it looks a
more.
lot bigger there. Okay, I didn't see that.
Yes, I think on this house, since some of it was existing, they sort of kept some of the existing look of this original piece on the right side. They So this on the left side has all the new driveway, the stone, and they just sort of kept that little piece. It sort of has more like a two-family look to it. And this is the back side of the house. So where the whole house is completely brand new on the right side. And this just shows that little piece of the house that was remaining there. This is so this came out pretty good. Okay, then this is the next one is another house, same idea. This is has a brand new front. You see this one has this big iron door. This big iron door has some nice windows in it. And this was originally just like a much smaller house. And then this is really a much larger house.
So pretty.
And this is on a corner property. So this project got bigger and bigger and bigger. It started off just as a small little piece of renovation, and it started to get where we just added on a big addition on the right side, added on a big addition over the garage here, made a whole new front entrance, added on to the front whole living area, and it came out pretty good. And this is keeping the same kind of idea as some of the other houses with the black casement windows. But this does have a little mullion detail if you see around it because it's more like a decorative window. And then this has the remaining sides are all vinyl.
Okay.
So this is the front entrance with that big heavy door. And then this has the thin stone, and then the rest of the look is really to have that white drive it stucco. I think a lot of the stucco tones were a little bit different over the years. They've sort of changed. So the brown tones are a little
Yeah.
bit off recently, and going with a lot of this type of style of a darker stone, white drive it, and so this is. And then we have some nice pavers in here, this little that they added on here. And then this is a corner. I think if you look here, just to the right, there's the road there. So this is a
Oh, it's like
large
a
property. It's a very large property, and there's my sign there on the property.
aw.
And then this is just showing some more pictures of the front entrance. And this is switching all the way to the other side of town over here. This is a little more to the northeast, and this is just more of a simple job. This is where they just made this addition of 2 bedrooms over their garage. So this is just a little smaller job I just added in here, which gave them a little arch window. This is a very simple job. This is a nice job. Now, this is a real big job. This is right here in the borough of McCutcheon.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at this house, you might see it looks a little different than those other contemporary houses. That the reason is this is has to conform to a code where it looks what they call colonialish. And that's why it has all the different separated windows,
Okay.
this porch. So
Oh,
since this house is really under the new building code, it's not
oh,
considered an addition. The whole thing had to really conform to that new code, required a lot of plantings. There's all kinds of trees on this property. And so this is here. And this type of job required going to an architectural review board too, where they have a lot of input into how they want the houses to look around here. And it came out
yeah.
pretty good. Just made the house really look to the code they have.
That's
It
beautiful.
still keeps all the same similar ideas as a contemporary house. The only difference is really just some things here. It has we have this overhang, but it still has this nice entrance with the entrance door,
I
double
still like that old
stairs.
porch. I like the old-fashioned porch. My goodness.
Yeah, I
Oh,
like this kind of style. It looks good. And this here was just some fix up of the house. We cleaned up this whole place. This was another corner property. And this corner property that was very narrow. The original foundations, some of them were going over the setback requirements. So this whole thing needed a lot of approvals to go through also. And after going through everything, making the adjustments, it worked out pretty good. And this is the picture of this house that's coming from the corner where the two streets intersect over here. So this is the front is on that intersecting street, and this on the right side is facing the other road. And this here just shows
oh,
another door entrance, some windows, really maxing out the total square footage of this house is at the maximum amount of coverage, the maximum total square footage. And tried to keep all the nice interests of the house, say the double height entrance area, all the different things like the bedrooms, bathrooms, everything like that. Gave them a lot of square footage on the house, and it seems to come out pretty good. There's a lot of detailing on here that was also a
mm-hmm.
requirement of the zoning code and the architectural board. We had to add a lot of details onto the house to make it look colonialish. So that is really how this is looking here. And I
Wow.
think everything got out pretty good with this house. This
Yeah.
more pictures of it.
Oh.
Okay, so this is the next
I'm
house.
loving this, but it's all the white and the dark features. It's just like totally like I don't see any other colors. Like, but this is what I'm seeing in my neighborhood. Like my houses here are like 20, 20. Oh, you, but everyone's doing this now. It's amazing. I love it.
Yes, now this is we're switching right back to another house that's really just contemporary. It's a large house. This is the square footage here. And this is sort of designed very similar. I went through these designs with my client, and we go through a lot of things. And a lot of the program is similar on a lot of jobs. The clients want a certain number of rooms, certain spaces, and we put this together and we're really giving this a similar type of look. We have the same type of casement windows, white, dry-fit stucco. This one has two doors, has a very nice decorative door on this one. And then it has the stone here and a nice driveway. Let's take a look at some more pictures of the house. Okay, so this here shows it has a nice U-shaped driveway. This one, they just wanted to ask for paving on this. They didn't go with any pavers. And this one here it shows to the left side the same um, cantilevered area of the kitchen to get that extra 2 feet out of the kitchen on the first floor. So that's what the detail is there. And then this is just some more pictures of the house. And this is a picture further back here. And has the same kind of look on it. This is just facing the front of the house here. Some nice details of the roof with the two bay windows. Let's see if we have, yes, this is a much better picture of that. So this shows those details of the roof with the two bay windows. And this one has a nice rectangular front. And this is see what we have here. This is just like a standard deck I would put onto the house. This is showing a deck coming out from the house. And I think this on the left side, you can see that this has a curved double height family room. So this is another thing I proposed on the house, and it looks really good. And this house is also another house with superior walls. And I think this, you can see this rounded
I
family room.
want that. It's like a rotunda I want that in the front of my house. I even
Yes.
superimposed a picture of someone who has that in my community on front of my house. Like, I'm like, why do I have just the bay window? Why can't it be a full thing with the big windows? That's what I want. That is just, I just love it. I love how that looks. It's just so beautiful. One day I
Yes.
aspire to have that, John.
Okay, so this here, let me get the next one.
Oh, and we are out of time. We have 1 minute left, sweetheart.
Oh, okay.
Shoo! Wow. All right. Yeah.
All
Oh,
right, good. So let me just let's see what let's go all the way back here. Let's start off from the front of this. Let's go through it. Oh, did I share it again? Okay, let me share it again. Then let me just
Okay.
bring it all the way back to the front to here.
no problem. That's awesome. Well,
Okay, good.
let's remind everyone how we can reach out to John Riggio, architect, and
Yes.
also our pro tennis player.
Of course, all you do is just go right to my webpage, www.johnriggio.com. And there you find my architect work. If you want to see my other stories, you can just search right on the internet. I have them there too.
Amazing.
But this was really a nice update. In fact, I have a few more of these folders I could show maybe on another show, some finished jobs. I think it took some full half hour on that. But I think you get a good idea of the different kinds of styles. You have the contemporary styles, have some like the colonialish revival type styles on there.
Beautiful.
And I think there's
love-
some different technologies you see there, like the heavy iron doors.
And I want to see some interiors too on those, if you don't mind.
Yeah,
Next
I
time,
have some
all
pictures.
right?
Sure.
Thank you so much, John. Pleasure having you here. And
Okay, nice to
beautiful
good
work.
talking to you.
You too, always. Happy New Year to everyone out there. And John, I'll see you next week. Thanks so much.
Okay, thanks, bye.
Bye-bye.
Are you looking for even more of the podcasts and hosts that you love? The Podcast Business News Network is proud to announce that you now have even more ways to listen live. Check out the MyTuner Radio, online radio box, and Simple Radio apps on iOS and Android, or find us online. Search for Business News Network on mytuner-radio.com, or search Podcast Business News Network on streama.com and onlineradiobox.com/US. Take your podcast on the go and don't miss a minute of the action.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers.
Day-to-day simple tasks can become pretty daunting.
I have to carry my chair up 2 flights of steps or have somebody do it for me.
What scares me the most is just the falling.
When I'm struggling with my house, I think, to have that one great barrier just knocked down, it's crucial.
Home for Our Troops is a wonderful nonprofit that builds a
mortgage-free, fully adaptive, handicap-accessible house.
And there's no catch.
It'll be our very first home that we've ever owned. This is a game changer.
This is where your life begins again.
We need you to join us in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Because of you, everything's going to be okay.